I'm organising the studio this week and I'm thinking about how I can get my space to help me be more productive. Join me to see some decluttering in some of my DIYs and watch me whip the chaos of the studio into shape. If you've got some decluttering or organising to do, grab a drink and join me for a little while and let's get it done together. So I'm back again, and this week I'm thinking about, how to get everything done a bit faster, I suppose, and a bit quicker, because I'm really hoping this year to build the shop a little bit, because I've had a bit of an unofficial couple of years off, I suppose. I've had a baby, I've moved, like long distance moved, and I've been ill for a really long time, and now it's like all the little blocks have been moved, and now I'm just thinking, what could I do? How much more really could I put into everything? And to be fair, I really enjoy it. So I've just been thinking about, I guess, mostly about how to get orders out a bit quicker, because it's just me. It's just me on my own in here, and Jester is no use at all. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe if I just streamline my processes a little bit more, or if I get things a little bit more organised, and I don't know, I feel like there's something missing at the moment to make things as fast as they could be. So I guess that's where I need to start. I'm just going to demonstrate how little help Chester is. Chester, can you organise the studio for me? No, back to sleep. Oh, okay. What is it about getting organised that just gives you a bit of a burst of motivation? There's nothing like just cleaning everything or tidying or something to make you feel like you've just got way more energy than you actually had before. So I've got lots of ideas for things to organise and streamline a little bit, and I've got some stuff that I'm maybe going to top up so I can sell them really quickly from stock, like things like page lifters and things like that. I think would be really good. And I've got things that I can definitely organise, like my sticker drawer, which seems really decadent. I don't have a sticker drawer, I have a drawer full of stickers that I sell, FYI. But so I think the other focus for me is keeping this room as like a bit of a space for crafty hobbies as well. So I don't just want it to be just for getting orders out and things like that. I want to have space to just put everything away at the end of the day, really, and just make sure I can get my paints out or something fun at the end of the day. I've got a couple of chaos drawers. If you watch Friends, like the Monica cupboard, I have several drawers like that are just like completely random and stuffed and everything. So I need to try and sort those out. I remember actually when I was teaching, my friend who was to share a room with, I had a massive Monica cupboard in my old classroom, and it was just chaos. And one day I came back and he'd got some students to organise it for me, and I swear I nearly cried. It was like the nicest thing. So the idea was to create an A4 desk pad, so it's just going to be small enough that I can put it underneath things that I'm working on. A planner is brilliant, but it just takes up that little bit of extra space because you can't really put stuff on top of it that easily, but a desk pad kind of like blends into the background. So I wanted to have just the 5 days on here because I tend to get new orders that are come in from Monday through to Friday. So I wanted a column for each one where I could write everyone's order on each row. and then just tick them off as I get them done. And to the side of that, I wanted a nice big long task list so I could write all the different things I've got to make throughout the week, because it's kind of quicker if I batch things together. So if I make all of the dividers in one go for the whole week, it's just easier than stopping and starting all the time. And I wanted at the bottom like a bit of a space for like order notes or reminders or like things to top up. So to the printer then, just so I can check and see if it's worked out as I wanted it to on paper. Sometimes it looks great on screen, but you print it out and you think, oh, it's not really the size I was hoping for. So this one looked all right. I was toying with the idea of adding some lines and ticky boxes on it, but decided it was all right. I just wanted to increase the heading size so you can see side by side the finished one behind and the one that I've scribbled all over. And then time for the fun part. So it's where I get my crafty hat on and start putting it all together. So I tend to have about 30 pages in one tear-off pad and a hardboard backing on it, and putting a plain sheet on the front so it catches any glue drips. And I've learned from experience to put a big arrow saying glue here because it wouldn't be the first upside down pad I've made before. And if you can spot, there's a ruler on there, which looks a little bit strange, but I find that the clamps on there plus the ruler keep the pages really nice and flat together, so I can squirt the glue down the edge and then just paint it all over so it's all nice and even before I leave it to dry afterwards. This is me holding the brush in my mouth as I move the clamps, and then of course realising that with the massive brush in my mouth I probably look like a bit of an idiot, so I thought I would give you a little wave to see how silly I do actually look with that. And now for the precision part. So this is where I get some tape to line the top of it. Have you had tear-off pads before where the pad part has just come detached from the board backing on it? It's just really annoying. So what I tend to do is get a length of this sort of like fabric tape almost, and put a piece across the top so I'm sticking the the bound edge to the board behind it, and I have to just try really carefully to get like a really crisp edge, which is tricky but super satisfying when it turns out right. And as I was doing this, I realised that what I'm actually creating is like a Monday to Friday work planner plus task list. And I thought, do you know what? I don't think I'm the only person that's going to find that sort of thing useful. So I thought I would add it to the shop as well and see if anyone else wants one. And as it turned out in the end, I was pretty pleased with it. It looks really nice. It's got enough space on it and it's just super satisfying. I think I should have added a little like stickman jumping or something for a little flip, but so I took some photos so I can start to edit them, which I really enjoy editing. I don't claim to know anything about it and all the technical bits and pieces behind it, but they turn out okay. I really enjoy going in with a little retouching tool to edit out any bits of fluff or bits on there, and you can see the before and after. It looks much better after it's had a little bit of work. So again, I've learnt from experience that sometimes you think you're having a really good week and you're on top of everything, and you look at next week and you've just got all of the orders. So what I was hoping to do is to take a little bit more of a long-term view of everything. So if I have a look at like 4 weeks in advance, my dispatch times tend to vary from maybe 1 to 2 weeks to 3 to 4, depending on how much I've got to get done. So it's nice to be able to have a look and see if I've got any particularly busy days coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So in any spare time or any quiet points throughout the week, I can kind of jump forward and tackle some of those orders. So my solution was to get a cute little frame that I got from the pound shop for confusingly more than £1, but it was £1.50, so it wasn't very much. So I made a little grid so I could see each day for the next 4 weeks, and I've done this before and it works really well. If you frame one of these things, then what you've essentially got is a cute little notice board that you can write on with a dry wipe pen, and it just wipes off so nice and cleanly, and it just looks really nice as well. So I ended up actually changing this design slightly because I wanted it to have the same font as my labels, because clearly I just get a little bit carried away with these things. So I noticed that it got a little hook on the back, so I thought that it might just look really nice if I managed to hang that on the pegboard behind my computer. It's a little bit fiddly, but it looks really nice and it matches all of my other stuff, so it looks really cute. So I wanted to top up everything that I use to make things like my page markers and things that I like to get out really quickly. So I tend to have pre-cut cords, but they're just looking a little bit depleted. So I thought I'd just cut some spares, which it takes ages, but it's always one of those things that I'm really pleased I've done. I'm feeling so proud of myself right now. So I'm just topping up my page marker stuff, and I realised that you can get printable rulers, so I've just stuck one to my drawer. Oh, this is going to be so useful. Look how pretty everything looks together. It's so nice to see everything just ready to go. However, what I also thought I'd do is make a lot of things that I try to get out quickly as well. So I've got a massive pile of task cards and washi holders that I've been working on stocking up for days, and it takes ages to package them when you've got so many. It's a case of stick some Netflix on in the background and just work through it all and top it up. But it's so nice to see all of these when they are finally packaged. So many. Got a different trick today. Yes. Hey. I'm winning against the horrible staticky things. So satisfying. There they are in the drawer, all organised and labelled. So much nicer, and I even got some freebie storage sorted out as well, so I can just grab a little journal card or challenge card or key just to whack in some orders as well, which is really nice. Pull shot there. Look how cute and pink that is. Where is he? Chester. Hello. No pal, but at least you're cute. Look how cluttered my desk trays are, and my drawer, which looks semi-organised, actually just really isn't. So I've taken everything out of my drawers and I've arranged them in size order, and I'm thinking that if I store things according to size rather than design or type, I think that might be a little bit quicker when it comes to getting orders out. And I've got like huge stacks. My pocket stack is massive. So I've got like covers and stuff on the top, and then dashboards, and then any spare inserts I've got, and then page lifters on the bottom. So not really sure what to do with them, but yeah, George is just about waking up from his nap, so this might be a later on job. Wish me luck. This perfect little container for my mini stuff. Why is mini stuff so cute? Look, it's tiny. It's like hand for comparison. So cute. This looks so much better now. So I've got sheets to laminate on top and to cut, and I've got all my spares on the bottom, including that massive stack of inbox inserts. And my drawers are so organised now. They're organised much more efficiently, and I've got things like the page lifters in there as well, so I can see when I'm running out of stuff, which is really nice. And it's all looking so pretty now. Can't wait to get some orders done. My desk is looking really nice too. I've had a tiny little workaround, and oh, it's so good. So I'm nearly done, and what I've got is a reorganised board, kind of. And one of the last things I'm doing is thinking about my work planner, which is an A5 Hobonichi, which is very, very well used by now. And I've had it in this cover that I put together with some bits I found off the internet, just in a clear cover. But I'm actually going to just put it back in this Smotone cover. But I thought that just in case it's something that you haven't seen, if you are a Hobonichi user and you just stumbled across this video, these Hobonichi covers are so nice. They're really nice quality. They've got a huge pocket in the back as well. So if you're the sort of person like me who ends up with like a huge stack of paperwork, like just shoved inside the front covers on these, it's really handy. So I totally recommend these, and the leather on them is lovely. They tend to age really well, and if they get a little bit scuffed, tends to just add to their character a little bit. So I'll show you when it's all done. So they slot in really nicely. They've got loads of pockets to hold stuff in. They've got, oh my god, so many pockets. Look, they've even got loads in the back as well. I'm not going to make much effort to set it up really nicely because this is an absolute workhorse, and I'm not even going to zip it shut, but it's useful if you're going to be taking it anywhere and you've got lots of things you don't want falling out. So yeah, recommend. So I've got my thinking glasses on, so you know it's going to be a bit problem solving. And what I've got is a drawer full of pom-poms, which to start off with just sounds delightful, doesn't it? But these pom-poms I've got them stored at the moment in like little cello bags, and they're all numbered and they're all named, but they're kind of just thrown in there all together because they used to be in separate little boxes on a shelf. And it's fine, it's more or less working, but it's a little bit easy to just not realise when things are getting a little bit low. So I think what I need to do is come up with some sort of system to make it so I can just see them all at a glance and find the colour that I want really quickly, and to come up with a way of just like being able to identify when they're just like getting a little bit low. So these are the problems you have to deal with as a stationery shop owner. So I've improvised a little bit. I've cut up some foam board and I've printed off some labels, and what I think I'm going to do is have like lines of these rather than different compartments. I'm just wondering if I've got loads of one and not many of another, that it might be difficult to get them out, and these are going to just stick just on the inside of there so I can just glance and see what the colours are. So oh, that's so nice. Look at that. I can see exactly which colours I'm low on, which ones I've run out of, and if I show you this way, I can see all the names and numbers of the colours really easily, and they're really quick to get. So the first time I come to make any pom-poms, It's going to be so exciting. Look how pretty they are. And also, if I'm ever feeling like I'm having a bad day, this is what I'm going to do. That's so much better now. I'm going to see how many orders I can get out before the start of next week. I hope that gives you a burst of motivation to get your stuff done too. See you soon. Bye.